everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 simple tips to have healthy holidays. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. This holiday season is really the first holiday season that we get to be with our family and see a lot of people and do a lot of things and do a lot of different events, because last year still really was an uncertain time and it was hard to have the family come together and to go different places and to see all of our friends and have Friendsgivings and whatnot. But this year it is definitely a lot easier to be able to see people and connect with people during the holiday season. So I figured it would be a good reminder to have some healthy tips as we go into it. The day I'm posting this, if you're watching it, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, which really kicks off the holiday season. It's like the biggest meal before all the other big meals and just seeing people and having different gatherings. So really good information to take into tomorrow if you are watching this the day it is posted. Let's jump straight into tip number 1, and that is to have a meal before the big meal. So if you go into Thanksgiving meals and you're like, I'm not gonna eat at all today, I'm just gonna not have anything because I can't wait to eat this, and this tonight, and I'm gonna gorge out on that, that's not a great idea, because then your blood sugar's low all day, you're probably gonna be cranky and hangry, and nobody's really gonna want to be around you. And then because you'll be so starving for this one meal, once it finally happens, you're not gonna make great decisions because your brain is just like, it's food time, it's go time, we're going in, we're loading up this plate, and I'm going crazy because I'm starving and I haven't eaten all day. And in the end, you're just gonna feel too stuffed, like uncomfortably stuffed, versus if you ate even just a small meal throughout the day, maybe even like a late breakfast or like a lunchtime meal with like eggs and avocado, some good proteins, some healthy fats, foods that are gonna keep you satiated and not take you on a blood sugar roller coaster, like something carby throughout the day that's just gonna make you want more food and gonna make you feel tired. So definitely have some good satiating protein. Scrambled eggs are really good. Have some avocado or have a light salad with some olive oil. Just things that will keep you full and at a steady level throughout the day, so you can go into this dinner with a better mindset. You can go into it hungry, like don't eat right beforehand. You can go into it ready, but you'll be in a much better mindset to make better decisions about your plate and about what you're eating, and to actually enjoy the food instead of just shoving it down your throat because you haven't had food all day. Tip 2 is for when dinner is served, and it is to eat slowly and mindfully. Going back to that last one, if you haven't eaten all day and you just inhale food and you don't even chew and enjoy the food, one, you're not even enjoying the best food of the year. You're also just shoving it down and you're stuffing yourself and then instantly going for seconds because it tasted so good and you think you're still hungry and you're just gonna do that again. And then by the time you're finished with your other plate, you're like, not only am I full, not only am I stuffed, I'm like uncomfortable and need to take my pants off stuff. And nobody wants that, because then you're just kind of like a dud for the rest of the evening. You're just kind of like, well, I'm done, I ate too much. But by eating slowly and mindfully, one, you get to enjoy the food more. Like again, this is the best food. Sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts, turkey and gravy. It's literally the best food tomorrow. Enjoy it. Don't just shove it down your throat because you're starving. And by doing that, you can also know if you really want seconds or thirds. Take 10 minutes once your plate is cleaned. Just sit with it, chill, linger. You don't need to clean off your plate and instantly go load it up again. You can clean off your plate, wait 10 minutes, talk, maybe drink a little bit of water, just kind of gauge how you're feeling, and that gives your stomach enough time to send the signal like, okay, we can eat a little bit more. We know what we want. We'll have a little bit more. Or to send the signal like, actually I'm full, let's like chill for a little bit, and then there's probably going to be so much food, we can have more in a couple hours, or it can be stored and we can have it tomorrow, because leftover Thanksgiving is just as good as the first time. So you can just wait, like the food isn't really going anywhere. I mean, I don't know how big your gatherings are gonna get, but there will most likely be some seconds or some leftovers, or you can even make yourself a plate, throw some wrapping or some kind of cover on it and stick it in the refrigerator and be like, this is gonna be my second plate for later. I'll get around to it in an hour, but like if the food's gonna be gone, at least you have your second meal saved for later. Don't just instantly get up and load it up again and do it all over again to the point that you feel stuffed. Tip 3 will also make you feel satisfied and not stuffed from your plate, and it is to make sure that it is a balanced plate. At least half of it should be colorful veggies, again, green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts, carrots, healthy veggies that have micronutrients and just all kinds of nutrients. Even though there's a little bit of sugar and butter, like, you're still getting your veggies in, and half your plate is still veggies. And all of that will also often have a lot of fiber, which will keep you feeling full and satiated and not need to go shove a bunch more food into your mouth, because fiber will help you feel fuller faster and fuller longer. And that is something that we do lack as a society, is getting enough fiber in. So making sure that at least half of your plate is colorful vegetables is super important. And then you can have your healthy proteins and healthy fats with your olive oil. If you have a side salad, putting a little bit of olive oil in that to be your healthy fat. For proteins, protein keeps you super satiated, and also you burn calories while digesting foods, and protein has the highest thermogenic effect. So if you eat more protein, it actually takes your body more calories to burn it. So not only is it really good for you, like we all need protein, not only will it keep you satiated, but it's definitely one of the better food groups of all of them. So getting some good protein, and if you want like fattier piece of protein, because we'll all probably be having turkey tomorrow for the most part, having those darker meats of the turkey do have more fat content, and that will also keep you feeling satiated longer. And they're just the juicier bits. Like, brown meat's a little bit juicier than the white meat. That's just a fact. And also, by making sure that you do have healthy fats such as olive oil on your salad in your dinner, that will help you absorb all of the micronutrients that are in your colorful veggies that are taking up half of the plate. So that way you're absorbing it all. Again, then you'll feel more satiated, you'll feel fuller longer, you'll just feel better. And then you can save all of like the super carb heavy stuff like the cornbread and all of that towards the end of your meal. Like, definitely eat slow and get the good greens in, get the protein in, and then make your way around to the carby, bready, sugary food. That way it satisfies you at the end, because if you eat it first, the sugars in that will actually trigger your brain to want to eat more, and you'll just shove more food into your mouth, and then again lead to that feeling of feeling overly stuffed, like uncomfortably stuffed. So by saving that for the end as like a little treat, once you get all of the super nutrient dense stuff in, will make you feel better overall. And then often that has like the best flavor, so why not save the best tasting stuff like the cornbread for the end anyway. Tip number 4 is to be mindful about drinking your calories. So a lot of festive holiday drinks do have a lot of sugars and a lot of calories in them, and those sugars will send your blood sugar on a roller coaster. And when you go up, you feel fine, but then it's gonna tank back down to your baseline, and it'll be an even bigger drop if you have so much sugar and it's dropping way further to your baseline. And that crash will trigger your brain to be like, we need more sugar to get back up to that baseline. So then you go and you crave more sweets, you crave more sweet, sugary carbs, you just crave more food in general, because you want to try to get back to wherever that was, because you crashed so far down. So with the entire meal, but mainly with drinks, because they do have a lot of calories and sugars without the nutrients to go along with it, the nutrients to absorb that. So instead it is going into your blood system and raising your blood sugar faster. So you're gonna be on this roller coaster a lot more and just crave more and not make the best decisions. So just being mindful about drinking your calories. Again, a lot of holiday drinks have a lot of sugars and a lot of calories without the nutrients to go along with it. For example, one serving of eggnog is like 500 calories, but if you're slightly addicted to eggnog in the season, your serving could easily be 2,000 calories. Maybe. Holiday drinks like mulled wine and cider, those will often go from 100 to 300 calories. And those alcoholic holiday drinks, not only do they have the extra sugar and the extra calories without the nutrients, but drinking a lot of alcohol will also make you make some bad decisions when it comes to eating. It'll make you crave more carbs because your body will want to absorb that and get it out of your system. So when it comes to drinking alcohol during the holidays, really all the time, alternate it with the drink, your favorite drink, and then a water, and even just like baby it, like have your water there so you can take a little bit of your drink as the night progresses, but instead of chugging it and then going and getting another one. So that will help you limit your calories. Good calorie-free options are just water. You can even make it a bit more fun by adding some like fruits or some lemon or some mint, different herbs to your water and letting it like steep. I feel like maybe cranberries and mint would be a good little combo to have like a festive holiday water that's completely calorie free. Same goes for infused, like fruit infused seltzers like LaCroix or things like that if you want a little bit of flavor without the calories, as well as unsweetened teas. So you can have a nice holiday tea if you wanted to, like a nice chai tea, and then you can even add a little bit of like warm almond milk or warm oat milk if you wanted to, although that would obviously not make it 0 calorie, but it is a really good healthy option with like a little bit of those festive warming spices. And even if not an alcoholic drink, just like sodas or sweetened teas, by either diluting it or just babying it throughout the night, being like, I'm gonna have this 1 cup of my sweet tea, but I also have my water, so I'm not just gonna chug the sweet tea because it's the only drink I have. I can drink my water, and then when I want that nice little taste, I can take a drink of my sweet tea. So that way I'm just having one of that and keeping it to all of my sugars in this one drink versus completely filling up my glass like every 30 minutes because I'm choosing to drink the sweet tea instead of water. So make water, make all those like 0 calorie drinks your first choice, and then you can have your fun drinks because it is a fun time. Eggnog is delicious, and you can still have that and just baby it throughout the night and make it last a little bit longer. And going back to alcohol, if you are going to drink that, be sure to not do it on an empty stomach. Have a little bit of something in you because again, it will just impair your judgment of good food choices. It will make your body want to crave these like sugary carbs and all that stuff to help make it feel better. Also, if you're drinking on an empty stomach, like nobody wants a dab at their holiday parties, so have a little bit of food and then enjoy your drink and then enjoy water, and you'll be good and everybody will be happy. And the last tip is to get moving after your holiday meals. So just by even walking for 10 minutes, this is after any meal, not necessarily just your holiday meals, although I know that doing this after breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day might be a little ridiculous and just like hard to do with daily life. But with meals like this, especially super heavy holiday sweet meals, getting yourself moving is super important because it will help your digestion. It will help your digestion. It will just make you feel good because things won't be just like sitting in your stomach. And if you do eat a lot and you're stuffed and then you like plop on the couch, how often have you done that? And like, that's where you stay. You're pretty much on the couch. Like once you sit, you have potatoed, you are done. But if you move a little bit, and I know that it's hard to do in certain areas where this time of year it's freezing outside, but even just walking around the house, doing a little activity, doing something fun in the house or at your holiday party, just walking around, mingling, talking to people, just being up and moving in some sort of way for at least 10 minutes just helps your body digest, helps you feel good, helps get everything moving, and you just don't feel like stagnant and stuck and full and gross. Like you'll feel so much better, and that will help you save a little bit of room in like an hour from that point to be like, oh, actually I do have a little bit of room for more sweet potato casserole. But you wouldn't feel too great an hour later if you've just been sitting on the couch the entire time. So definitely get up, get moving. Again, this goes for any meal when possible, but especially for these heavy meals that you might just eat a little bit too much. So move afterwards and you'll feel so much better. Well, there you have it. Those are my 5 healthy holiday tips. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your healthy holiday tips are and what you want to see more here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.